Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day of SFR. We're in the final day of the Vietnam race week. We're here for Thursday evening for GP1, and welcome to the Vietnam Grand Prix for GP1, round 3 of this division's championship. I'm your host, Cod Oliver, for this one, and I have been commenting last night, and glad to say my voice is a lot more better, to say the least. Tonight I got my usual co-host from last week, who had a very fun time with me. It's Mr. Fletcher. How you doing?
I am amazing. Hopefully, we have an even better race than last week, which will be hard to top.
Oh, last week's race was amazing. Absolutely amazing race.
Incredible.
It was an incredible race. Right, let's go to the championship standings. Nick Mania leads the championship after an impressive second place from him. Rappy go his second championship in the Black Merc. Game Boys will be third in the Renault, followed by Laser in the other Renault. So the two Renaults 3 and 4. Lyonix in the other Black Mercedes, he'll be in 5th. Lazard in the Williams, his 6th. Ferraris, James Braden is in P7. Jensen, who's in P8 in the Red Bull. The other Ferrari, Mike Bundy, who starts 9th, will go into this race in 9th place. Alfa Romeo of Alpha Dobby is in 10th. Chenge Wow is in 11th. My co-commentator from last night, I hope he's having a good day. Leclerc, he'll be in 12th place in the Williams. Red Bull's Electrodan is in 13th. Stanchewitz in the Haas will be 14th. The run-up, who's going to be 15th in the Racing Point. Chris in 16th in the AlphaTauri. Let's have a look here. Jahogiboo is in 17th in the McLaren. Mike 18th in the Alfa Romeo. Clarky Boy 19th in AlphaTauri. Venom P20 in the Racing Point. Constructors Championship. Renault, Mercedes and Haas are the first top 3 guys. Ferrari in 4th, followed by Williams in 5. Red Bull 6th. McLaren is in 7th. Alfa Romeo 8th. Racing Point 9th. And AlphaTauri in 10th. Now I'm going to have a look at I'd like to have a look at the race results to see if any penalties occurred, and I'd love to see what's been going on through the last week's races. Well, last week's Bahrain Grand Prix for GP1. Let's have a look at any penalties at all. And I believe, 10-second time penalty removed for Game Boys. Pretty fair enough. Stewart's findings for Nick Mania, who inherits a second place due to incorrect timings. That is correct. 5-second penalty removed for I believe it's Lyonix. I believe no, for the 5th place man, and that is Jensen. Yep, and I believe Jahogiboo's got a penalty as well. Did not serve the quali ban, and I believe that's so. That's Jahogiboo, I believe. Yep, we did comment on this, Fletcher. Jahogiboo did not serve the quali ban. So he gets a race ban and 3 quali bans. My goodness, race ban for Vietnam today. So we do have no Jahogiboo today, and he'll serve 3 quali for the next 3 races. 3 quali bans. That is severe from Jahogiboo. Jesus.
That is punishment at its finest.
Well, we thought it was not a glitch. We did say it's one of those things, but unfortunately it is. If you get a quali ban, you've got a quali ban, and you can't do the quali. So unfortunately, you have to take the penalty on the chin. That's really unfortunate for Jahogiboo. Let's have a look at YouTube itself. So we're gonna have a look what we're gonna find here.
I'll tell you what though, looking at the races after Vietnam, but China and the Netherlands and Spain, those are tracks where you really need to have a good qualifying.
And for Jahogiboo as well, for getting 3 qualifying bans, that is devastating to see. The drivers are now running up now for the Vietnamese Grand Prix. 15 drivers for this one. We haven't got a full grid, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, Henzu. So it was a stonker of a race, one of the best races I've commentated in. It was up there with one of my best races ever commentated. I actually nearly lost my voice during that time, and fair play to Chain Game as well to commentate with me, because that was a one mad team of a race. 12 people joining us, so hello guys. So, Kvyat, have you driven this track? I believe you have in time trials.
I did it in GP1. Not GP1, GP4. Oh my.
I'm about to say GP1. Are you sure it's GP1 today?
Yes,
You should have been with me. Yeah. How was your race then in Vietnam?
Miserable, to say the least. I didn't get a point. I got fastest lap, but you have to be in top 10 to get pointed. I didn't know about it, so.
The start is always tricky for this one as well. So
I qualified P4. I had a great qualifying. And I just ruined it.
Tough circuit to manage, though. To be fair, it's a very, very tough circuit to manage, especially the long corners where you've had to find the best traction. So we're about to get underway for qualifying. 18 minutes to qualify to determine our 15 drivers to be placed. And we've got the cars coming in now. The Red Bull, I believe, is
Jensen, who's out first.
Let's have a look, see, yeah. And that is the Red Bull of Jensen. He's coming out first in the Red Bull. We're very interested to see how it gets on. And we've got the black Mercedes, I believe it's Rappi. No, it's T-A-H-V-O, oh, Tavo. That's a new name. So we've got a new driver for today. Tavo. Hello, Tavo. Welcome to SFR. Welcome to GP1. Welcome to the Premier League of no Premier League. No quotes there.
Yeah, you could call it after it. You've got the Premier League, the Championship, then there's me stuck in League 2.
And that's me in League 1.
You go from Liverpool to me back with Bolton Wanderers.
Bolton.
And you've got Tom, who's just obsessed with his Fulham, and he's just. He doesn't want to leave his bubble.
Tom's in the Premier League now, so congratulations to Fulham, by the way. Congratulations to him. Chibogan says, let's go James Braden. So he's supporting James, newest driver to the sport. See how he cracks on in the Mercedes. James Boys is lagged out of the session.
I tell you what though, James Braden, he's been unlucky, isn't he? He
had a very bad time in Bahrain, to say the least. He was strong in
he didn't have like a great time in Australia either.
James Braden, he's finding it tough at the moment in GP1, but he's a positive man. He's doing what he's going to do. So Tavo starts us off in the Mercedes to see how he gets on. Brakes for the first corner. Nicely, neatly done. Tricky corner to come out of that one. Very tricky corner to master. But he looks like he's got all that sorted.
Got to use all the track.
Oh, if we hit the wall then for a second, I think he has.
Aggressive on the track limits.
He's backed off, so let's go to Jensen. So he gets on. He goes past the Mercedes. Well, it looks like he's going past the Mercedes.
Not yet, the Mercedes is just in front. There we go, past it.
There we go, that's all good to see. Hello, Jeff Barron. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to all for joining us for GP1. And as I've recovered from GP2 yesterday, I'm now back in the con spots for GP1, joined by Fletcher, of course. So, are you looking forward to this race today, Fletcher? Watching on for Vietnam as we're heading towards to China next week?
I definitely prefer watching it than racing. Let's put it that way.
Games Boys is joined by. Welcome back, Game Boys. Nice to see you back.
This track is harsh.
It's this section here that Jensen's going through that it requires so much concentration.
The thing is, using a slipstream to be entering there, it's almost like playing with fire.
Pretty much. So Jensen now going towards the final two corners in the Red Bull. See how he cracks on. Nice smooth exit. Very nice exit on the soft tyres. Jensen on the soft tyres. 33.4. That's the benchmark time. His laser. And he puts in a 33.5. So very good. Here's Yarrow.
I'm looking at that Renault, and you can really tell the design differences that the actual F1 put into the game.
Exactly. To be fair, wait till the next patch comes in from McLaren, because that car does look a bit naked without sponsors. But wait till the sponsors will come onto the McLaren. Hopefully that will do the trick for us. Sanjavitz goes P4 on a 34.8, and that's on the soft tyres. Dobby, who's coming in the Alpha Romeo.
Huge lockup.
Yeah, so nice to see Yaron back, who was our former GP2 champion. Nice to see him back in SFR. Nice to see him. Dobby locks up just a tad, but he looks okay. So you raced on this track, Fletcher. What would be your few pointers going on this circuit?
Definitely on you're on the start finish straight, and then you have the quick right, the left right. But you've got to try and use all bit of the track going for that right hander. It's so long. You have to try and get the most traction you can because you can lose so much time. Also in the tight few corners in sector 3, you've got to try and hit the make exit or you're going to hit the wall.
No.
And that could be a race over.
So Dobby goes into P4 with a 1:34.1. Game Boy is having a real bad time with his internet. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. Let's have a look at the run-up. Let's see how it's cracking on his out lap. I don't know, let's go to Panos actually. Let's go to Panos, GK18, who's on his lap at the moment. It's going into the final sector in the Williams. Panos is really aggressive. It does.
He's not one of the quicker drivers around here.
True, that's very true. So right now 33.3 is the time to be with an impressive time from Yaron. So here goes Panos in the Williams, puts himself to P6 ahead of Rappi. So that's a 35.5 for Panos. So very good work from him. James Braden is now out on track, so is Chris and Venom. The chain game is also on track as well, and so is Tavo. So it's good to see the run-up is on a lap in the racing points. Let's go to him at the moment.
Someone's been disqualified.
Is there really? Let's have a look. Race director, let's go and have a look at the incidents. Yes, that's Game Boys for parked in a dangerous location. Oh dear. I felt unfair.
I did the exact same thing in GP4 on Monday. The pit entry, if you understeer and don't make it, you have to snap back, and you kind of make a roadblock for the car, so you have to get the way as soon as you can.
It's one of those. To be fair, that is a bit harsh for Game Boys there, because he was disconnected and the car just stood there. So really, completely not his fault for Game Boys. That's a real unfair, unfortunate shame for him. So that's again unfortunate shame for his to run up in his pink Mercedes. See how he gets on. Of course, in the real form.
Notice is that he's very kind of slow on his gear changes. If you look at his gear meters.
I'm on board with him now. So let's have a look at how he's getting on. Senchevitz is retired, so he's pretty much had enough.
Okay, oh, that's a decent lap for him there in the run-up.
So the run-up goes to P7 at 1:35.2. So well done. It is James Braden, our reigning GP2 champion. He's having cracked someone in the Ferrari, so they'll be interested. Jens is out on track and Laser's back on track. Laser, I have to admit, for Bahrain, he had a terrific qualifying. He was actually on pole for qualifying, and then of course bad luck hits him in the face, and he had a dreadful race. So I hope Laser gets a good race under his belt today, because I thought
Bahrain with that battle between Rappi and Nick Mania.
Oh, that was insane. I hope we get to see that again today. I don't think Nick Mania's in today. No, he's not. That's a bit of a shame.
No, it isn't a shame. And there goes P4.
He has Tavo goes P4 for Mercedes, so that's all good news for him. James Braden's out there in the moment in the Ferrari, so Tavo puts in a 1:33.8, the fourth person to go into the 1:33s. Let's see if James Braden can go be the next person to be in the 1:33s. Can he be person number 5? Really aggressive going through these long S sections. Get it right, to be fair, Fletcher, through these S sections. It feels amazing. It looks amazing. Well, so hopefully it gets a... Oh, look how tight he is to the wall there. James Braden, 34.2 in the Ferrari, so very good work from him. Let's have a look at Venom, who's third place at the moment. So see how he cracks on in the racing point. Really aggressive going out to the turns of the few turns. Venom pushing all he can in that racing point. Look at that, full 10 slower. So Venom needs to push on a bit. Really aggressive over the curbs, but that's all allowed here in Vietnam. Venom really pushing on now in the Racing Point. Venom's not really pushing, is he?
He's not pushing to his limit, because he's a bit late on the DRS so too.
So look at his set for time, let's see if he's backed off. Yep, that's lap gone for him. Here's Jensen, who's in third. Oh, to be fair, I didn't see that. Chris is, I believe Chris has jumped up to 2. I didn't see that. For fair play to Chris there. So let's go on board with Jensen and see how he gets on in his Red Bull. No, he is definitely pushing. Is Jensen short shifting? Short shifting.
Look at that short shifting there. Might as well be in Fast and Furious with that.
1.7 off, he's backed off as well. So let's have a look at Yaram. Oh, we're not going to have this again, are we, Fletcher? Remember Bahrain last week? All drivers keep backing off their laps. It's really irritating.
Oh, yeah.
No, Yar's not backing off. He's 2/10 quicker. He's very 2/10 quicker. He's purple in the second sector. So Yaram is pushing on at the moment in the McLaren. See how Yaram has not missed a beat in Formula 1. And let's see, he hasn't missed a beat again. Oh, lovely through the apexes. Lovely through the apexes from Yaram.
Oh, I can guarantee he's amazing at Apex Legends.
We're not mentioning anything about that game, so... Oh, I thought he was about to hit the 32. I thought that was a 32 lap then. I thought it was a 32. That was insane from Yaram. A 34.1. 2/10 faster than Chris, so... That'd be very interesting to see if Yaram can stay on pole. But that's a very interesting lap there for Yaram. Very, very, very strong time. Had to miss a beat as Yaram. So fair play to Dobby in the Alfa Romeo. He's on a lap in his car. Let's see how he cracks on in 7th place. Very close times at the moment, but Yaram's just got a slight amount of pace at the moment in the McLaren.
Again,
Dobby trying his hardest, pushing on in the Alfa. Braking hard.
One thing I've always done in this track is going into that like hard braking point. If you brake a little bit earlier, you can carry more speed on the exit of the corner, which I find can give you a bit more time.
Do you find the exit of the hairpin a trick? It looks easy. It looks easy on the exit, but it really isn't. It's how you control the power.
The braking zone of the game, it will actually send you a lot deeper than you want to do. So I try and brake a bit early.
Dobby goes into P6, so he made 1 position, so fair play to Dobby on a 1:33.7, so well done to Dobby. Very impressive lap.
If any of the AlphaTauris or the Red Bull drivers...
Oh, Panos! Holy cow!
Oh, where did that come from?
Panos in the Williams, who I've never seen his name before, it's just pounced into P1. What a lap from Panos! Yaram's got must be scratching his head thinking, where did that come from? That's unbelievable. Fair play to Panos. Now it's going to be a 33 dead to get pole. I'm sorry, it has to be. That's exquisite. Unbelievable. I don't know. It's just stunned in silence at the moment.
I'm convinced if you shove a thesaurus down my throat, I still couldn't give you the words.
Oh, and Tavo is got a lap invalidated. That's a very, very bad lap for Tavo.
How have you done that?
To be honest, mate, I do not know.
It's in a Williams.
That was exquisite from Panos.
The Williams isn't designed to go quick.
That was impressive. Absolutely extraordinary. Yaram's going to be scratching his head.
I'm scratching mine at this point.
To Panos, I mean, that's incredible for time.
Where did that come from? I mean, I wonder... Where?
The drivers are...
How does that happen then?
So we've got the drivers coming in now, saying hellos and all that. Let's have a look. Frog Lover says, hello ladies. So apparently we're ladies in Frog Lover's eyes.
Thank you.
I'll wear my makeup. Clarky Boy has joined us. Welcome Clarky Boy. And run-ups in the pits and aborted.
The run-up has run away from his lap.
I'm going to have a look at other comments as well. We can see Jensen says he's going to go for a 32.7 as his target today. Hello, Clarky boy.
Very optimistic.
Robin from Chain Game says, I saw 2 days ago Panos was in the top 20 time trial out of Australia, so I presume he's mega quick. So that's interesting to hear. So Yarm's got a bit of a challenger.
What the? How is he doing sim racing if he's playing in times like that?
Getting into esports, as I would say.
Don't even get into esports, get in a car. Put your pad down and get a wheel.
Oh, Jensen's back out. Jensen's back out. There was a gap. There was a.
Apparently, Daniel Kvyat has come to have a laugh.
Well, your name is Kvyat, so that's no surprise. James Brain's retired from the session, so he's had enough of qualifying for today. He's happy where he is. There's a comment from Jensen actually. I'd like to say this to you now, Kvyat. He says, "Panos was the guy who held me up. I'll send it in." So, was there a bit of an infringement for Jensen and Panos there in qualifying that we didn't see?
Not too sure. Jensen probably could maybe have gone a bit quicker than that. We've seen it in the past. So maybe he got held up a little bit, but I'm not too sure.
So look at this. Yaram's out on his lap. He's going to be coming out.
Robin's going to pull out a strategic masterstroke. I'm saying it now.
Yeah, because Robin says this. I'm going to do a kind of a G-Dobber strategy, starting from the back and try to survive all the carnage from lap 1. That's too fair. It's not a bad strategy. In a Game Boys.
I call it the Claire Williams strategy. Some say it's the best strategy.
Here we go, Jensen now about to start his lap in the Red Bull. He's targeting a 1:32.7 here in Vietnam. That is a big gap to try and chase down, but he's going to give it a go. So here's Jensen now starting his lap now in the Red Bull. Going to keep it on Chris and Yara and Panos as well when they cross the line.
He's got to use that curve. He's got to use all this track and not exceed it. Which he's doing a great job of. He's got to try and use that curve.
Nicely done, touching it. Good work, nice. Good drive for Jensen. It's coming towards the end of the first set at any second, so we're about to find out what